So, hey everyone, welcome to the, Mech Tutorial. Voila, we got a Mech Tutorial going on. For this first part, we're going to be covering, just how to set up your mech's body, and the first bit of mech logic we're going to discuss, that's going to be, anchor parts. So, yay, woohoo. For the body, you don't have to make this at the exact size or position I'm making. I just want to point out one thing though. If you like building your mechs facing sideways, that's perfectly okay. Just, you might have to follow some things that I do in this tutorial a bit differently. There's like some logic that's dependent on, the direction your mech is facing. So if you do choose to go sideways, that's perfectly okay. Just, you're gonna have to follow some of those steps sideways, if you will. So, yeah, if you want to, make a little block out, this is just so we know, what our body is going to be like. We don't need to base our mech's design off of this. I actually usually build my mechs with the frame, like, cleared from my garage so I don't see it. I find that it helps me, get my proportions more like I want them, but, this is useful so we know, like, what our mech arm is when we're trying to make it walk and stuff, right? So, yeah, thank you for understanding. That's what's up with the blocks we got going on here. Alright, so for this part, we're going to be covering, our first bit of mech, logic. This will be how to anchor your build. It helps you get, access your mech, pretty much. We're going to want a vehicle seat and an anchor part to begin with. So, you can put your seat wherever you want to, pretty much. I would say they're most commonly put, like, in the torso, just as a reference if you're, this is your first mech or something. Like, the advanced starter has it in the torso, and most other mechs I've seen do as well. So, once you have these two, parts, next we'll grab a not logic block. You can find this in the search. And we'll need an OR as well, I think. Yeah, an OR. So, the not is going to be used, basically what we're trying to do here is get it to where your mech will anchor just on its own by default when you leave your seat. And also we're going to add an anchor keybind so that you can voluntarily stop, anchor your mech so it doesn't move. So keybind activator for that. I like to make my anchor keybind right bracket. It's just kind of out of the way. I won't press it accidentally. And then once you have both of these, connect them to put them into the OR block and then connect that output into the anchor. I'm gonna save it and test here. So, yeah, this should make your mechs a bit easier to get into if, you've seen other people with this and you want to know how or something, then it's, this is how I approach it anyways. Yeah. Don't know what to do this one, just flying around. I guess I'll test soon, probably. See if it works. So it anchors before we get into it, and so it'll let us access our seat easier. And then we can press whatever key you want to use. It'll, anchor your mech, without you having to get out of the seat. Okay, one more thing. This will be talking about some of the uses of anchors. So I've been saying that, like, you can use anchors to stop your mech, but there's certain situations where anchors are not the best solution, in my opinion. Namely, this is if you're trying to use an anchor like as a brake to slow yourself down. I do not recommend that. Anchors still preserve the momentum of whatever's being anchored. In the case of, your mech, if you were to use an anchor, first of all, if you only put your anchor on one spot and you anchor yourself while you're moving, all of your other, your arms, your legs, your head, all of those will go flying off of your mech, so, that's not good. Even if you do have a build with, like, multiple anchors, or if you don't have any, like, separated parts, anchors still retain momentum, so once you unanchor, you'll go right back to moving at, basically full speed. So for slowing ourselves down, there's a different part that I will cover in a couple videos from now. But yeah, just keep in mind that, you can't really use anchors for stopping yourself from moving. You have to already be stopped in order to use an anchor. So this brings us to cases where, I do use anchors. Even if you can't, stop your mech with them while you're moving, they are really great for stopping while you're, already slowed down. They also have the advantage that they keep you pretty much, perfectly still. It's great for taking, like, pictures of your mech and stuff. If you, activate your build, go and, put your mech somewhere, you can anchor it, get out, and take a bunch of pictures with it. That's usually what I use anchors for mostly. And then also just to keep you still while you're trying to get into your mech. So yeah, thank you. Hope you, enjoy. Just be careful with anchors. Don't use them while you're moving. Yeah, see you guys next time.